We're live. So I'm here with Colin Etnire, the Aftershock podcast, and we are talking a game. So if you guys want to send in your questions, we will do our best to answer them.
And they will be relaying the questions to me.
I will.
I'm old as hell and I have no idea how this all works. But everybody look at that tweet that Matthias just retweeted. If you are ever retweeting someone who's saying you should start, you're a legend. Like, whether you're right or wrong, you're a legend. And then actually, when Nate and I were talking about this, I didn't think he was like fine tonight. He was like, pretty good. But I don't know if he was like retweet the dude who says he should start every game good. It'd be pretty good to retweet the dude who says he should start every game.
There are a lot of dudes that said that, though.
That is very, very true.
Quakes 98 says dads.
Dads?
Yes.
Yeah, man. If I'm a father, that's a bad thing, because I don't know about it.
Alright, let's see.
Maybe so.
So, still don't have any questions. Another dad. Oh, now I switched the camera. Okay, there we go. What are your overall thoughts on the game? I mean, obviously 3-1. We haven't scored 3 goals at Avaya. I don't think more than like
it's been
a couple times.
I can't remember the last time it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't last fall, certainly. They played like hell over the summer.
I think they scored 3 against. No, they didn't.
They scored against 3 against LA, right?
No.
But that was at Stanford.
Yeah. They haven't. Have they scored 3 here?
I can't remember a time they scored 3 at Avaya.
Ross Blackie says, "Colin, your tweets were banging all night."
Dude, all right. So this is a good inside the press box story. Is when Jake, actually, you know what? I'm not going to name the PR guy who started the hashtag Pandemania.
We'll edit that out.
We'll edit that out. This is live, right? Yeah. Oh, we're screwed then. But like he was like, oh, you should try to get like hashtag Pandemaniacs going, and I was like, no, man, that's terrible. And then I literally booed him. I was like, boo! And that is deeply unprofessional in a press box, but I didn't care. I thought it was that bad. But apparently, the great people of Twitter thought otherwise.
Yeah. So you guys feel free to send in any questions you have about the game, and we'll try our best to answer them with our insider knowledge. What's your favorite food at Avaya?
Oh, this crappy thing is I don't go down.
You don't? I went today.
What did you get?
The tacos, I rate them. They're actual tacos. They're not like Chipotle.
The tacos at the truck?
Yeah, the truck. Not the concession stands. Those are the worst.
They had a chicken and waffles truck
really?
At the All-Star announcement event, and that was pretty good. So I don't know if the chicken and waffles truck has come back yet.
I know Robert Jonas has the ice cream store or the ice cream. Yeah. Yeah,
Robert Jonas hits the ice cream hard. That's his sweet.
I gotta check that out. Someone asked a question about Quincy America and what his timetable for return is.
I saw Quincy sitting in the stands, just like the rest of you. I don't know, like he was hanging out with all the other injured players. Right hammy. It looked like he pulled it when it happened against SKC. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
My guess would be it would be another week or so. So I'm pretty sure he would be out of the Sociedad friendly just because you don't want to risk him.
Yeah.
And then I think that coming back after that against LA, that might be he might have a good chance of getting back by that.
Mhm. And he was with Innocent and
Mark
Pelosi. Mark Pelosi, not a surprise, but Innocent.
Innocent did his ankle. So this was. It was 8 days ago, a week ago, Tuesday at training. The very last thing that happened at training was David Bingham came out and tried to swipe a ball off of Innocent. I mean, they were both kind of converging on it, and Bingham won the ball.
Yeah.
Pretty clean, but apparently it tweaked Innocent's ankle. He didn't complain about it for 2 days, though, to the training staff. So when he finally told the training staff 2 days later, that's when they reported it. So that's why it wasn't on the injury report. Because the injury reports are usually issued on Wednesday. So, yeah.
And
Innocent's out for a little while, but supposedly no surgery.
Okay.
So,
well,
weeks? I don't know.
I'd hope there's no surgery.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man.
But, okay, so now we got a question on Twitter from AJ Salazar, 52. Will we put out the same lineup at LA? That's in a while, but...
It depends on who's available. If it's like this set of dudes available, then guess, maybe. But I would bet that some dudes are going to start coming back by then.
Right, Imperiale, hopefully Goodson.
We have no idea about Imperiale, by the way. They have told us nothing.
Really?
Other than,
I mean,
they said foot or something?
Someone said toe, and then Dom said ankle.
Okay,
so,
yeah. So I heard toe, foot, and ankle. So there's some, we don't know. But it's supposedly relatively minor. Because apparently Imperiale is still down there walking around in street clothes. So if he's walking around in street clothes, it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Who was the other one that we were talking about just now? Goodson. Oh, God.
Goodson.
I don't know what's up with Goodson, but I ask about it every time at training, and the answer is always, he's out, no timetable.
That's not good.
The worst possible answer for a 33-year-old center back who's dealing with a back issue. So I would not be optimistic that he's coming back anytime soon. I think that if he's going to come back soon, we'll kind of hear rumblings. Like the last training yesterday, he was in tennis shoes sitting on the sideline.
Yeah.
Not even hitting a ball. Cordell Cato is in cleats and is training fully, though. So he'll be kind of back in the mix in the next couple weeks.
That's good. Daniel asks, will this be the game that pushes MPG into the lineup regularly?
I don't know. I think that it's... So first of all, it looks like the Dubs are kind of getting in on it. 24 seconds left. They're up by 5.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Everyone's watching.
Everybody's watching in Lobina, the 6 people who are still here.
I could hear them from here.
I love Matthias. I think he's a great player. I think that there's 2 things that limit him. Maybe 3. I can't wait for this next question. He's smiling. Matthias doesn't really cover defensively, which is a problem because on the goal that they conceded today, Matthias was just hanging out, sort of in the vague vicinity of the left flank, doing no defensive work the entire time, and the ball popped out to Rico Clark at that left flank. So I think his lack of tracking back is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think the fact that he can't go longer than an hour is a problem.
Right, yeah.
And I also think there might be a bit of an attitude issue there. As evidenced by the fact
check
that
the Twitter.
Yeah, check your Twitter.
Yeah.
Check his retweets. He's a fun-loving guy. He's definitely somebody that other guys like, but that doesn't necessarily make him like the most reliable teammate. And you could hear in Dom and Chris's comments like 3 weeks ago when they were all like, he kind of needed to buy in to the team ethos. I think he still might be in the process of the buying in part.
And at D Nuffer asks, what's with Fatai's regression this season? And what do you think of Matheus Silva in the central midfield position? And another one, actually, Pelosi, same position, also out right now. What are any updates on that right now?
All right, so I'll do them in a reverse order.
Okay.
Mark Pelosi, same timeline that he was originally, which is, if I'm tracking this correctly, would be like a late May return to training, and therefore wouldn't return to games until June.
Yeah.
I think that original timeline is still there. He's been around the team facility and all that.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been training. I assume that he'll get back into training in the next couple weeks before June, and I assume that it will be until June when he actually jumps in. Love me some Matheus Silva.
Yeah.
I think he's great. First of all, he's a big dude. You can't always tell how big somebody is on TV. He's a big frickin' dude. He's like 6'2". Victor Bernard is height and pretty thick for a 19-year-old. He's really well built.
Right.
He's bigger than Fatai is, and Fatai is not a small guy. So he's like a pretty big guy, but he has awesome ball skills. I mean, he has like Brazilian ball skills.
Yeah, we saw a couple nice plays there against Seattle at Seattle.
So I'm all in on the Matheus Silva hype train. He's a natural defensive midfielder. He's not super athletic, but I think he'll fit very nicely into a number 6 role, and I think he'll get better as he learns more about the position. Fatai, though, I don't know if I buy the regression thing, but I'll tell you where I'm coming from. So first of all, no preseason. He had hernia surgery. He didn't take part in any of the team's preseason. As soon as he got back, he was immediately inserted into the starting lineup. So there's a little bit of a limitation there in terms of what you can tell about the guy. He got recognized as one of the guys that Klinsmann called up to the U.S. men's national team camp in January before that surgery. So I don't think, people are definitely recognizing him as an elite player. Yeah. I think the thing is that people are expecting him to do good work offensively. That's still very much an underdeveloped part of his game. Right. The defensive side of the ball is where he's sick. That's why he was second in Rookie of the Year voting last year. and it does take a while. It's not as easy to appreciate what he does defensively as what he doesn't do offensively. The volume of the tackles and the interceptions and all that is really
definitely
good. He also gives away fewer cards and fewer fouls than Anibal Godoy does, which means that he's doing a better job of clean defense, less dangerous defense. And I watch all the games live, and I also go back home and I watch him on tape. He's one of the guys that stands out on tape the second time around as positioning really well. So I like Fatai. I think that I am not worried about him at all, but he's always going to be stronger defensively than offensively. I think that it'll take a couple years before he kind of grows into the offensive side of his game.
Okay.
All right.
And another one, Andrew wants to know, what are your expectations for the upcoming friendly against Real Sociedad in a week?
I think you're going to see a lot of experimentation with guys for fitness reasons and for Copa America reasons.
Maybe some TT and Mateus Silva.
Absolutely, Tommy will play. Absolutely, Mateus will play. I will also predict that David Bingham will not play, and it will instead be Brian Meredith one half and Andrew Tarbell the other half. Right now, Meredith is number 2 in the pecking order, so he'll be the guy to come in today.
Right.
But Tarbell could, eventually win that spot. Tarbell is has the total package that you're looking for in terms of a raw goalkeeper prospect. The question is, how quickly is he coming along? He might be on the David Bingham track where it's a couple years before he's
right. And that usually is kind of a trend with goalkeepers. It takes a little more time for them to develop.
Cordell Cato will play as kind of to test whether or not he's ready to go fitness-wise, anything like that. And then Dom alluded to maybe Mark Pelosi playing, but I would be really doubtful.
Right.
I think that he's not there yet.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of guys will get tested in that game. You won't see Kip Colby, though, because he's gotten called up to the full New Zealand's men's national team.
That's amazing.
And he will be down under during that time, so he will not be at Sociedad.
Diego wants to know, favorite shampoo?
Oh, man. Well, I'm poor, so I go the Tresemme. It's my jam.
All right. What else?
I'm working on that sports writer budget,
Yep. Any more questions you guys have? Rate Cake by the Ocean out of 10.
Cake?
By the Ocean. It's a song.
Oh, man. You saved me here. I have no idea what this is.
It's just a song.
Is it terrible?
Some may say it's terrible. I think it's fantastic.
All right. And Nate gets it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm in. I'll be in on that.
Any questions about the game?
Oh, I don't care. It can be about anything.
Okay. You like bagpipes?
Weirdly, yes.
Yes? Okay.
Weirdly, yes.
Some Scottish heritage?
I don't actually have any Scottish heritage, but I did date a Scottish girl for a while.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Somebody asked...
Not worth it, by the way. Don't go down that route. It's bad.
Somebody asked Cato timetable early on. Cordell Cato.
Yeah, he's already training. He's already in cleats. He's already playing the ball live. So I would assume just a couple weeks.
And someone also has a question about the formation. I thought it was a 4-4-2. A lot of people were saying 4-2-3-1.
This is one of those semantic distinctions where everyone who grew up on FIFA are like,
exactly.
How do I replicate that on FIFA? I think it's a little bit of a not important distinction.
Exactly.
I would say though that according to the PR people here, according to the coaching staff,
according to the lineup Dom wrote,
and I think that as far as I could tell on the actual pitch that it was 2 forwards. I think Simon was playing for a lot of the game right on the shoulder of the defense. So I guess you could say 4-4-2, but it's a little bit fluid.
Okay. I gotta ask this one. Thoughts on ISIS?
Thoughts on ISIS? I'm assuming he's talking about the spy agency in the TV show Archer?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
And then Strong Pro.
Okay. I don't think we want that on record.
If he's talking about the Islamic State of Levant and Al-Sham or whatever, then, thumbs down. But the spy agency in Archer.
And Quakes98 wants to know, have you seen Chef?
Chef.
By Jean Favreau.
No.
The movie. No?
No.
Neither have I. So.
When I think John Favreau, I don't think of the movie guy. I think of the President Obama speechwriter.
I have no idea who either of them are. All right, Ross wants to know Favorite Quake of all time? History question.
So when I was like kind of like in middle school age, like growing into soccer, Dwayne DiRosario was the guy at that time. I loved watching him, even when he was like a super sub. So he's high on my list. And Chris Lonowski, I've watched the club for a really long time, but it's only in the last 2 years that I've covered them full time.
Yeah.
And the more you watch Chris Lonowski, the more it's ridiculous what he does. I mean, it's like literally impossible to say enough about how good he is.
And I mean, he's a great guy off the field too. I know we saw that tonight. Yeah. We say that pretty much every night. Yeah. And
Wando's the shit. There's a reason he's as famous as he is.
Yeah.
Club legend.
Yeah.
But D-Row, big shout.
Okay. Another question. Just tell me when you want to stop.
No, I don't. If they're coming in thinking fast, I'll be here.
Thoughts on Newcastle going down?
All right. I watched that Sunderland game because, first of all, Keandre Yedlin, American.
Of course.
Second of all, my boy Jermaine Defoe up top for Sunderland. I'm a big Spurs fan, so Jermaine Defoe will always be a Yiddo, so he's one of us. So for me, as a Spurs fan, I love the fact that Newcastle went down.
Anyway, sorry. I'll check the broken TV.
Oh, no worries. Thanks. Quakes PR coming in here, breaking up the Periscope party. But yeah, no, as a Spurs fan, I'm psyched because that means that we played a Newcastle team that has nothing to play for in the last weekend. I'm in. Although I'm very sad for my boy Andrews Townsend, who he's sold to Newcastle and who is now going down. Actually, you know what? Another hot take. I'm glad they're going down so they can get rid of their owner or at least put more pressure on him because that guy sucks.
That's true.
That guy sucks bad.
If you guys have any more questions, keep spamming them because on Periscope they just go away, so I forget them. Did you like Levi Stadium games?
Levi Stadium games are great.
If you're in the box, yeah. I couldn't get in last time.
Oh, dude, the press box is great at Levi's. It's a hotel, like luxurious.
That's
experience.
What I've heard.
They have like little cubby for all your bag. Like everybody who's worked at press box knows that you can't fit your computer bag anywhere, and you just have like shit spread all over the place. Levi's has a little cubby for it. It's great. Oh, my boy, Paul Dewars. That is the former Quakes social media dude. He's now in Portland. Got a promotion. His girl's up there. No hard feelings going to a Western Conference rival. Big shout, Paul Dewars. Although he was one of the people who was at fault to the whole Panamaniacs thing. So
just by association.
Just by association.
All right. Anybody got any more questions about the game or about anything? Do you like pineapples?
No, not really.
Looks like we're getting into the
dark
stages. Yeah. All right, we'll take 3 more questions. They don't like that.
They don't like the 3 more?
No, they don't like the pineapples. Do you like Britannia Arms in San Jose?
I haven't gone to Britain in a long time.
I've never been.
Yeah, sure. Actually, no, I was there like a couple weeks ago. What am I talking about? I guess that's the nature of what happens when you go to bars, right? And I don't even drink. No, the Brit's cool. I just don't hang out there much. I live north of here, so that's not my local. The Nut House is my local dive bar.
Toppings on a baked potato.
Oh, this one gets in every single one of the questions.
Yeah, they do. Somehow.
No, I'm going to repeat my answer. Let's see. Creme fraiche, if it's available in chives.
Mm-hmm. Diego wants to know, can you be my dad? I think this is a really good
That's the dad guy.
Yeah. Well, there are a few dad guys.
A few dad guys? No, I cannot.
Okay. Well, all right. If there are any more fantastic questions, we will take one more, and then we will wrap it up this time. Wando is my dad. I don't give a fuck. Love you, dadas.
Wando does seem like a good dad. I would take Wando as my dad.
He is. I saw it today. All right. Looks like that's about it.
Sounds good.
This has been Anay Patel, Quakes Epicenter, and Colin Etnire, the Aftershock podcast. Make sure you go give that a listen. Colin, you're a great dad.
Thanks, man.
Another message. And yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully we're going to be doing this regularly.
Probably coming out probably tomorrow if I have time to finish it up.
So give that a listen.
Listen to the Dave Cavill interview from last week.
Yes.
Good stuff. And I think I'll be able to write like a full story about Stephen Lenhart tomorrow as well. I got a little bit more information tonight about exactly how that broke down.
So go give all those things a read and a like and a retweet and everything, and yeah, keep
Animaniacs out.
Animaniacs out. I don't know how to stop this thing. This is a problem.
Just throw it.